All right, next up for the electric car retrofit company is the financials. Now there are kind of two ways to think about doing this. One is the top-down approach, looking at the market and how we might service it. The other is the bottom-up approach. People talk about this as unit economics, like what does one unit of the whole idea cost, and then how many of them can we make? So let's start with the unit economics. From our research, the bulk of the cost of an electric car retrofit is in batteries. There's also paying a mechanic, having a space to rent, etc., etc., etc. We figured we could probably do it for somewhere between $15,000 and $20,000 Australian. So let's say our costs are $16K per car. We're going to sell it for $18K. That means that we make a profit of $2K per car. So let's look at that from the top-down perspective. I'm just going to Google the number of cars in Australia. So here we can see there are 18 million registered motor vehicles in 2015, an increase of 2% since last year. So we know that there are more cars on the road. Let's say we only convert light cars and commercial vehicles, 16 million. If we were to convert all of these, every single one, over to electric, that would be 16 million times 2,000, or $32 billion. So if we capture the entire market, we'll make $32 billion. Well, that's completely insane. That's never going to happen. It'd be much more realistic to say, what does 0.5% or 1% of the market look like? 1% of 32 billion is still $320 million. Let's throw that back into the slide. Notice how it's really simple. If we get 1% of the Australian market share, we make $320 million. Now there are a lot of assumptions in this. We're assuming that we can actually do it that cheap. We're assuming that people actually want to buy these things. So let's, for the sake of clarity, write down the big assumptions. It turns out with electric cars, battery price is one of the most important things. And to keep the cost down, we have to assume that we can import batteries or even make our own batteries cheap. So the biggest assumption is the price as we buy more batteries, the cost comes down. The other big assumption we're making is that people will choose an existing car with an electric motor over just buying a new petrol car. So for fairness, let's put that down. We don't want to lie about what the problems might be with this idea. Now obviously this is like a really simple slide about financials. If you're doing your own, you really want to dig into what the big problem is, what the unit economics are, and what assumptions you've baked into those numbers.